Hello. Yeah, welcome back to video. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if I talked about last week, but this week was my last week for my internship. Even though I don't have an actual termination date. We call it termination date in the company. They call it termination when people leave or be let go. They just call it termination. I'm just gonna use that word because I remember I used the word because I remember asking user just making sure are you terminated this week, something like that, because we had to, like, because when people are terminated, especially remote, we have to ship the box, like, for the user's computer return, and the box need to be shipped by or arrive by the user's house by that day or before the day they be terminated. I remember a user got so sensitive about it. I mean, I didn't know, but that's what the ticket queue say, like blah 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 name, termination date, blah blah. Yeah. And some people got sensitive about it when I asked them, "Are you terminated? Are you getting terminated on this day?" So I remember that. So I'm just gonna use that for me too. Yeah. So basically, last week, because it is Saturday, was my last week for my internship, and it was a 9 week internship for me. Even though I don't have a specific end date, because they never told me actually. I remember my first interview with the manager. No, actually, with the recruiter told me that there's no end date. They just call it internship because they'll continue if they still need you. And my manager that I talked to also said that yes, this is an internship. There's no really end date. But yesterday, well, still now I don't have an end date, but I treat it like it's my end date, I believe, because I assume like most internships, there always an end when it comes to summer, and yesterday is the end for me because I'll be going away for almost 2 weeks. Wait, yeah, let me see. Yeah, I'll be going away for a little bit more than 2 weeks. So yeah, then by the time I come back, that's when school is starting for most people already. I'm going to start, or 2 or 3 weeks later, it's going to start for most people. So I believe it's like the end, anyways. Yeah. So anyways, I'll just get to it. So Monday, not busy at all. Yeah, not busy at all. In terms of the new hires wise, not busy at all. But actually, wait, I'm wrong. It was busy, but I just wasn't in the onboarding room. I wasn't like in there's just like a conference room for the onboarding. I just wasn't in that room because I was taking care of other people in the IT room while other of my coworkers was doing the onboarding. So I was busy. Usually in the morning I'm not busy. It's mostly like when people are settled in, then yeah, I'll get busy like after lunch. That's when we get busy. Only that day, really busy. Monday and Tuesday, that's one's really busy. Busy. So Monday morning, funny enough, a lot of like uh foreigners start messaging me on Slack, and that's the communication channel that we use for work. Yeah, and I don't know how they actually find me. They need help assisting with like one password. That's what the management that we use, and the VPN for Global Protect. They needed help with the 2MFA. I just thought it was funny how they even find me, but they say, "Oh, blah blah blah, your name. Can you help me? Can you help me with this?" I just thought it was funny how they even find me, but I still helped anyways. But I think it's because I help a few people that I know they're foreigners. Then they start recommending me to others, I think. And I just thought it was a little bit weird because a lot of those people, a lot of those who messaged me in particularly were Indians actually. And we as IT, we get to see like we have another third party website that we use within the company. Like when people get hired, you can see like their personal information. Well, basically, I never seen a user that is being onboarding at least the past few weeks that was from India. Never seen it. But I do get see a lot of like Europeans, Asia, specifically China and Singapore. Those really I haven't seen India yet, so I think like they're probably third party people, something like that, or agency. I think I'm not too sure. Yeah, or they were just or they were already here. I'm not too sure. Yeah, so I believe that's how they find me, just through recommendations. So anyways, yeah, I helped them on a Monday morning, and I don't know why they wanted needed my help because we do have a guy in Asia. Well, not in Asia. We have a guy in Australia who takes care of the Asia time zone and the European time zone. Yeah, so when I helped them, it was like about 10, I think 10 or 11 depending where in India. Yeah, I think there's different time zones in India. Yeah. 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 But yeah, they still needed help from me, so I just helped them. Kind of felt bad though because I didn't know they were reaching out to me. Yeah. Until I check in the computer, I was like, oh. Then I look at their time zone. I look at because on Slack you can see like their time. I was like, oh, damn. But yeah, still got it done anyways. And yeah, so that was my Monday. Tuesday I think I help a user. I help uh, higher up. That was it's my boss. Yeah, so it's basically my manager. It's basically my boss. I mean my manager. Then my manager's boss is the director. Then there's a what's the title again? I forgot. VP. There's a VP above the director. Director, then VP. Thing I'm not too sure. There's too many titles. So they help her configure a PC, and she said, "Oh, I need it urgent," but she didn't even pick it up until like 2 days later. Yeah, yeah. It's just that urgent, and my coworkers told me to work on it right away. Just don't do anything else. Well, don't take care of the tickets later, but do the computer first. I did. I configured the PC, then didn't show up until 2 days later. And I know that she could have showed up because I look at her calendar. Because we're able to see like people's calendar. I know you should use a calendar because I know like a lot of stuff she marks. So because that kind of can tell that she actually uses the calendar and use it in terms of schedule. Yeah. So there were some times that she was free, and I told her it wouldn't take about 10 minutes because I can take care of everything else except the user configuration because I don't have their credentials, so I can't take care of it. Yeah. So it didn't show up for until like 2 days later, because we had a board meeting that day, and that was Thur- yeah, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah. So that was my Tuesday. I took care of some tickets. Then end of the day on Tuesday we had a meeting. My supervisor told everybody to take my tickets because it is my last week. I didn't really like that because first of all we don't know yet. Second of all, it's not end of the week yet. And so it was only Tuesday. Like end of Tuesday, I can still take care of my tickets. Even though my tickets wasn't really had to do anything with me, it's more of following up with the users and also get a reply back so I can close the ticket. So I took care of my part, but they didn't really like that. Yeah, so that was my Tuesday, my Wednesday. What did I do on Wednesday? Yeah, I also helped some users setting up some stuffs. I had to ship a few stuff for the remote users. Actually, we had quite a few remote users who onboarded on Monday, so I had to ship those. I don't think it was busy at all for Wednesday either. We just didn't have any tickets. Uh, then we just didn't have any tickets. There just wasn't that many problem that day, so we kind of took care of it before lunch. Then it was just really slowed down. Yeah. Thursday was really slow for me. That was just boring. It's a really boring day, but it's not as bad as Friday though. Friday's even worse for me. Thursday there was a board meeting, and there's this guy. I've been configuring a PC for him very early on when I started my internship, and I've been emailing him. He didn't reply me back until yesterday. I mean, until Thursday, he finally showed up in person to finish user configuration. That one is done. So I think that's the only thing I was able to do, and I believe two VPN that I needed help with users who had troubles, but not like setting up. Yeah, I think that was my Thursday. Really, it was not busy at all because the supervisor told me not to take any more tickets because it's gonna be my last day. So I'm not, I shouldn't be taking any tickets at all, really. Oh, I also skipped one part too. So on Tuesday, we had a meeting, and it was the first time that our director is going to join a meeting with us. We just thought it was weird. How come there's a meeting? Why is he joining? Because he never joins. Yeah, I never met him either, so I just thought it was interesting. Then we find out that our manager, the guy who hired me, is leaving the company. Yeah, I don't know if I shared this, but I think my first week he was on vacation. When I first started the first week, he was on taking vacation for a week. And then when he came back, I met him once, not in person, but on Zoom. Met him on Zoom once, not off camera, but through voice. Talked to him once, then emailed him the next day about like out, cause I told him about like when is my last week and those kind of stuff. Then yeah, that's the last time I really talked to him. Then week, that second week of my internship, he went to Oregon with another coworker because he needed to go help my supervisor over there. Then two of my coworkers got into an accident. One of the coworkers came back a few weeks later. My manager, just no communication at all. At least I'm sure there's communication, but we're not allowed to know, especially the interns. I'm pretty sure the employees, my other coworkers knew, except me and the other intern, about what's the status of the our manager. So yeah, so the director finally gave us the news that on Tuesday he will no longer be coming back, and he was terminated last Friday. So that was the 30th, I think. Yeah, somewhere around that. Yeah, which kind of sucks because he was the guy who hired me. I never actually got to thank him in person wise. But I did. I was able to thank him on I was able to thank him on like through voice and also like the email letter I wrote. Oh, I did a voice first and the email. I actually sent an email letter too, but I'll talk about this. I'll talk about that too. Yeah, which really sucked. Didn't get to thank him because he took the chance of hiring two interns rather than a full-time employee, even though they kind of had to anyways. Because the company, well, not the company, but the IT department wise, they don't have enough budget because the company had about 500 employees before summer, early on of the year. Then all the way right now, we double that. So obviously, not everybody needs a computer equipment, but a good half of them needed one. So yeah, so a lot of that budget went to the computer equipment, so they didn't have any budget to get a new person. Because if you gonna hire a lot of people, you're gonna need more help, and they don't have any help. So before they hired the interns, they actually had to go on weekends to set up the computer too. Yeah, so that's why they hired two interns rather than a full-time employee. But still, my manager chose me and the other intern rather than the other applicants who were also looking. I don't know how many applicants. The other intern said there was about 200, at least what is shown on LinkedIn. I don't know if it's true or not, but it says 200. That's what he said. I don't remember how many applicants who applied, but at that time I was really applying to any. Really, didn't really pay attention how many, especially the LinkedIn feature for like the easy apply. So just one click, a few clicks, then you're done. But not like others, you did like manually type in, which is annoying and it's just a waste of time. Especially like, oh, you have to put down what race you are, then are you disabled, like those kind of stuff. I wish you can just enter it once then for all. It would make it easier for everybody, really. Yeah. Yeah, so it sucked to find out he won't be coming back, but yeah. Friday, that was a really boring day got nothing to do. It was a really boring day. Only thing I did was helping a user finish setting up a computer because she had a problem with her computer in terms of the network. It keep disconnecting for her, and I tried every troubleshooting way I knew. And also I did some research, and also my coworker took a look too. Actually, my coworker took a look to it first, and it didn't work. So I tried it my way. It didn't work either. And at the end of the day, I just feel like it might be a hardware problem because then obviously network is not a problem because we will obviously test it on our own device, then test it on the other user device. So it's test, and her device was or her laptop keep disconnecting once in a while, and it'll be it'll be a problem for her because she does run scripts, so it'll actually interrupt her work. So it's very inconvenient for her. So I end up issuing her a loaner, then, but might as well be a permanent too. A new laptop, and her old laptop is gonna take it to the Apple store and see what we can do with it. I believe just a hardware problem, but pretty sure Apple can take care of it. But anyways, I won't even find out anyways because I'll be away. So yeah, I wouldn't know. And plus, I don't think I'll be going back anyways. Yeah, that's my Friday really. That's it. That was before lunch and after lunch. I didn't have anything to do, so I just ended up working on my thank you letter. I figured just to do it that day rather than like a few days later because I don't know when they will terminate me, even though they haven't terminated me yet. Yeah, because there's actually, and then like I said, there's no end date, so I kind of made a decision myself that basically it was my last day yesterday because I gotta go to Asia for 2 weeks. Yeah, they say they'll let me know, but I'm not expecting to really work because they don't have the budget, and they did just hire another senior IT guy who's gonna help be my supervisor in Oregon. So yeah. And also, there's no more the summer rush, like a lot of new hires, and it's gonna slow down because summer's gonna be over. Yeah, so I really doubt that I'll be rehired, especially compared to the other intern who only I think have 2 classes next semester. So he has a lot. Obviously, he's a standout candidate because he can work more hours right than I have because I will be a full time. I'm still a full time student while he's not because he'll only be taking 2 classes. Then he'll be transferred. Then he can transfer to 4 year. Then he'll be a full time student. But just next semester, he will not be a full time student. Yeah, well, yeah. And I wrote a thank you letter. That's all I really did. Took me a while too. And it was good that it took me a long time because I didn't have anything to do that whole day. And I left a little bit early. I left a little bit early than I usually do. I left at 5 o'clock. I usually leave at like around 7 or 6:30 every day. So I left a little bit early because really didn't have anything to do. And I was on the clock too, so I didn't have anything to do. Just felt bored, so I just wrote that letter. It just took some time. So I wrote a letter to everybody on the IT team. A thank you letter. Also an HR person who've been helping me a lot, especially because IT and HR have to work a lot of stuff, especially the new hires and the terminated users. So we had to work a lot together. Yeah, I had a thank you letter and also a thank you letter to each individually, separately, and I scheduled them all at 5 o'clock. Scheduled all them at 5 o'clock. So I made sure that I had to leave before 5 o'clock. And have all that sent out at 5. Then I left around 4:50. Then when I was on the road, it was all sent out. Yeah, low. Had to get everything planned out because I don't like. For me personally, I don't like saying those stuff. Even though I did say it to the coworkers that were there, I just say thank you for everything and stuff. But more like the thank you, what have you guys done? Like more on the writing because I was actually thinking. Because on the spot, I probably couldn't say that much really in person wise. Not on the spot, but when I write, yeah, I can. Because I have more time to think, so I can more stuff for me to say. Yeah. And also, I checked my queue, my ticket wise. I was able to complete. I finished this my internship with 630 tickets, Lamau. And I would say a good 200 tickets of them was really not anything, because those are just updating the computer. I mean, in previously, I never even made a ticket for like each computer update. and that was like oh, this computer, this serial number. I didn't make those tickets in the past until my coworker told me to do it because it would look better for the IT department, also look good on my end. So I started doing it. Yeah, so there's a lot of computers for me to update. I made a ticket for all the updated computers, then I got bored because there's a few weeks later I got bored with work. Then I started doing like updating all the. Well, first was updating the OS, then next is install everything, all the apps, and yeah, so that was double of the same thing. So it's the same ticket. So those are two. There was 200 tickets of them. So I can't really count 600, but it is something. It's not like I wasn't doing anything, but it is something I did. I did take the initiative, while my other intern didn't. And he just probably just thought it was weird, just updating all those computers. I know he was laughing at that too, because at that time we didn't. He had access to some stuff. He had more access than me, so I figured why he would laugh. It is weird what I was doing, updating all those computers and all the like how I was like placing the computers. I was like stacking computers. It was just weird, but it was funny. Yeah, but in a day it make it easier for everybody, because usually when we like configure a computer without updating, that whole process would take about 3 hours, because it's mostly the updating, especially like the Mac. It takes some time, but the Windows will take even longer. But thankfully I got all that done. Then when I configure a computer, I can get it done about in 20 minutes. So yeah, so save everybody's time. Yeah, so I was able to finish with 630 tickets, and my goal was just 500. Yeah, so I beat it, Lamau. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Then yeah, today is Saturday. Oh, my parents are coming back. Lamau, they just finished the cruise. They're just gonna fly back. Yeah. Then I'm gonna pick up them tonight. Then I'm going to need to start packing too after I do the laundry. And I figured just to do laundry after they come back so we can put all the clothes together and wash at the same time, because I don't have that many clothes to wash anyways. So I figured just to wait. Then I gotta pack because I haven't packed yet, and I'll be leaving less than 24 hours from now that I'm recording this video. It's Saturday afternoon. I'll be leaving around the same time, a little bit earlier than this time. Yeah, so I gotta pack. Hello. But it'll be easy because I'll just bring my clothes anyways. I don't have anything to bring that I can think of right now, except the essentials, a toothbrush, toothpaste, Q-tips, a laptop, devices. That's it. Really, I don't have anything else to bring. The little camera, that thing was with my dad, so I don't have it yet. So yeah, I'll bring that too. Then yeah, the rest is just clothes. I don't really have anything else to bring. So I want to pack light, just a backpack and a gym bag. Then that's for me to go. I might get some stuff when I'm in Indonesia, but we'll see. But I'm packing light, just easier that way. Yeah, so I'll be not it's not direct flight. There's no direct flight these days, anyways. This is COVID. Ugh. So I'll be flying to Indonesia, and it'll be the same route for when I go back. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, and we'll see. I still don't have anything planned yet. I usually have everything planned, but for this, I don't want to plan too much yet because first of all, I need to arrive first. I assume there's no delay in case like, oh, somebody got COVID in the plane, then all my plans got delayed. Then I cannot book anything else. But I did book the hotel first because that is confirmed. I just booked 2 nights at that same 2 nights. Then the rest I can plan once I'm actually there without any delay. Yeah, I think that's a better way rather than get everything done because. But if there was no COVID, then yeah, I can plan everything. But if there's COVID situation, and if there's like a delay or something, I don't know, it would be difficult. And I'll be arriving on a Monday, 12 in the morning flight. Isn't that fun? Arrive at midnight. It's gonna be all dark there. Yeah, we'll see. Never been there, but we'll see, and I'll probably share. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but I'll do something, but I will not skip a week video. I try to make it consistent. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Yeah. See ya. You'll see me next time you see this video. Next time you see me talking will be Indonesia. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Bye.